Hello, my name is John Hill. I'm with Protection Engineering. Today we are going to demonstrate the proper mixing and application of Powercrete R65 F1. Powercrete R65 F1 is a high build two-part epoxy consisting of a part A and a part B. Both of these materials are considered hazardous substance until they are mixed and cured. Please follow the SDS sheets that you can find and download at corrosioncoatings.com. So having said that they are hazardous, it is important that you are aware of the PPE considerations that you should take into account. Those would be long sleeves, gloved hands, safety glasses, and any other that your company may have for you. So we're going to get started here. First thing we want to do is we're going to want to make sure that the appropriate size A for a 2-pound kit and the appropriate size B for a 2-pound kit is what we have. Since we have both of those, I'm going to go ahead and start by opening up the part B. We need to mix the part B because this material is so thick that we need to make sure that the filler that is contained in the part B is thoroughly mixed into solution. Make sure that there are no chunks on the left end or that it's not chunky when we add it to the part A. So you do that with a stir stick and gently stir to make sure everything is in solution. And this appears to be in solution, so we will be good to go. One of the other things you want to take into consideration with the Powercrete R65 F1 are temperatures. This material cures very fast, and as such we want to maintain control of the temperature of the material as well as the pipe that we are coating. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and check with an IR gun. I have a temperature of 75 degrees on the part B and a temperature of 75 degrees on the part A. That is at the upper range that I would want to see it at, but I'm a little bit cooler here than where you may be. If it is warmer than that, I would suggest leaving these on the floorboard of your vehicle with the AC running to bring it down. I would ideally like to see this around 70 degrees so that it will give you working time on the pipe. Now, I'm going to take the part B, and with a stir stick I am going to add it to the part A. And I'm scraping out as much as I can. Now you can mix this by hand using a stir stick. It is a little difficult to do, so I'm going to elect to use a drill with a mixer on it. Now, you don't want to use a spiral type mixer that you would find at the paint store, but a mixer such as this at low RPMs will do the job. For ease of mixing, I'm going to place the bucket on the floor, hold it with my feet, and I'm going to, at a slow RPM, mix it with the drill. I'm not going to move it up and down. I'm just only going to move it from side to side. And I'm looking to get this to be uniform in color as I mix it. Now the part B is a greenish color, a dark green, and the part A is more of a tan or a beige color. We're looking to get this mixed such that it is uniform in color with no streaks, and that it is mixed thoroughly, including the material up on the sides. As you can tell, that process takes a couple of minutes. And what I end up with is a streak-free mixture. I'm then ready to apply it onto the pipe, and I'm going to do that on this pipe right here. And I'm going to start by pouring a ribbon of material at the 12 o'clock position of the pipe. Now it is important, especially in the larger kits, that you get the material onto the pipe as quick as you can. The more mass this material has, the faster it's going to cure. You're going to want to start from the top and drag material down and through to the other side. This is a little bit easier when you're working in tandem, because you can have one guy on one side of the pipe and one guy on the other side of the pipe, and you can get the material from the top down and through to the other side of the pipe. Typically, the coating requirements for this material is going to be somewhere between 30 and 60 mils. Those specs would have to come from the pipeline owner and not necessarily the data sheet. But this is a high build material, so you are able to put it on fairly thick in a short amount of time. And again, I continue to go completely under the pipe and across, just smoothing out the material. And I want to verify that I have enough material on the bottom, which I do not, so I'm going to add material.
You're a little light on the backside too.
Again, this is a lot easier when you're working in tandem with someone. And it will start to gel rather quickly. So you do have to work with a sense of urgency. Once I have what appears to be enough material on the pipe, I will typically use a plastic spreader. And because gravity is going to pull the material down to the bottom, I'm going to start typically with just a light touch using this, and I'm going to just lightly bring material back up to the top. This will smooth out the coat and it makes it look a little bit better. Again, it's going to be a light touch. We're not trying to dig into the material, we're just trying to smooth it out. At this point, I would use a wet film thickness gauge to check the depth of material at the top, at the midsection, 3 or 9 o'clock, and at 12 o'clock to verify that I've met the requirements for a coat according to the specification that was provided for this particular pipeline. You'll want to take several readings just to verify, and then at this point with the Powercrete R65 F1, I would let it set, and it will pretty much cure in about an hour and a half to a point where it's tacky, and then it will become fingernail hard quicker than that in the heat, because heat will drive these liquid epoxies to cure faster. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to call Protection Engineering, and one of our friendly, helpful staff will be able to answer your questions or at least point you in the direction that you need to go. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.